Good afternoon. Welcome to Libyan news. You must have heard or seen. Group of people are revolting against the President Muammar Gaddafi, who has ruled us for 42 years. Gaddafi came into rule by overthrowing the monarch and was called a revolutionary leader. He officially set some committees for the citizens of Libya, but eventually they had no power. If they said a single word against him, they were sent to jail or either killed, maybe went missing or were tortured. Our citizen says that they were living under a fear all these years. After the revolution in the Middle East, our citizens were inspired and motivated by it and decided to take some action. These people are protesting against Gaddafi. You have probably guessed what they want. The poster says Gaddafi get out. Gaddafi calls himself a revolutionary leader instead of the president. He says that he will fight till his last blood drop and also hopes to become a martyr. He called the protester against him drug-taking rats. But he didn't see himself in this picture. Gaddafi's son, who is a Libyan leader, gave a 40-minute speech which was in a threatening way that there might be a civil war in the country, and he said, "Fight to the last minute until the last bullet." We have a tweet for you today. The name is not mentioned, but he or she says, "Cover the situation unfolding in Libya. Make the world aware of our situation." This shows the state of Libyan people who are now living in it. Now, we will show you some videos which will better explain the situation of Libya. The Libyan anti-Gaddafi protesters came on the streets in eastern city of Benghazi and are demanding for peace. They're protesting by firing the gun in the air and traveling around the city in the cars. A group of boys are on the tank and the other people in the street and cars are requesting for peace by showing the sign. They're showing their hatred toward Gaddafi. During this protest, there was a smile on everyone's faces. They showed their happiness and hope that they will gain victory. The woman in the middle of the crowd, who is also a part of the protest, she's standing up for all the other women in the country. A man is waving the flag from his car, shows a sign of happiness and hopes the people have for Libya. We have another video for you to show how cruel Gaddafi is to his own citizens. Gaddafi tried putting down the protest against him, so he ordered a violent crackdown which included firing and shooting. Now, I would like to show you how the anti-government citizens made fun of Gaddafi. These are pictures of Gaddafi in comic figures. The pictures are making fun of our so-called President Gaddafi. Freedom is requested by the young lads and they are asking Gaddafi to go to hell, which shows they want to overthrow him. They also say that Libya is a safer and a better place without this man. These young lads have drawn a meaningful picture. It shows that Gaddafi will be uprooted soon, meaning he will be overthrown. I have another image which shows Gaddafi's behavior towards his own citizen. This is a Libyan girl looking at the picture who has been killed or are missing since 1996. This is in Benghazi Revolution Square. She must be standing there and thinking that so many people died because they went against Gaddafi or the government. After all this, if we still don't get rid of Gaddafi, then what will happen? Her Libyan hat shows us that she's supporting the revolution and she hopes that the sacrifices of those people will lead to a better end. Today in Libyan news, we have Madam Nuhran, mother of Musa Muhammad, who was a rebel fighter. He was injured when there was a fierce fighting in Misrata. Good afternoon, Madam Nuhran. Welcome to the Libyan news. How's your son now in the public hospital of Benghazi?
There's nothing to say. I don't know what to say. Gaddafi's army had a fierce fight which led my son in this condition. Now he's in a public hospital and the government should provide him a better medical treatment, which they're not. So it's taking a long time for my son to recover.
Can you please explain what exactly happened to your son?
I wasn't present at that place, so I don't quite know what exactly happened, but he was fighting the government in Misrata. He was severely injured and unconscious when I saw him. He came in a fishing boat back to Benghazi. I also don't think they gave him any kind of medication in the boat.
So do you think the pain, the suffering your son is going through will inspire the other Libyan young lads to fight against Gaddafi?
Yes, definitely. I know there will be a time where Gaddafi will be overthrown and we will have peace in our country. Also, my son will be an inspiration for many other young people who will also protest against Gaddafi.
Do you think the revolution will bring what you want at the end?
Yes, hopefully it would. This revolution was inspired by the Egyptian revolution. So now we are doing the same, as they were not happy with their president and we are not either. We're unhappy by the way he has been ruling us since the last 42 years. The rule threatens the Libyan citizens. We have no freedom. We can't even open our mouth.
Do you still think that the revolution should continue after seeing your son's condition? Because if the revolution actually continues, there will be more bloodshed in the country. So, what would you want?
Yeah, I know there will be more bloodshed and deaths, but it's for a good cause. There's no difference between this revolution and the time when Gaddafi ruled, as many people were also killed. But at the end of this protest, we will surely be able to overthrow the dictator. We just want freedom and peace in our country and we'll do anything for it.
What message would you like to give our viewers?
I would only like to say fight for Libya, and I'm sure that there will be a time when we'll be living in peace. It's better not to have a leader than a one like Gaddafi.
Thank you, Madam Nuran, for coming to our Libyan news today.
You're welcome.
Now, after everything we have seen, it is quite clear majority of people wants Gaddafi to be overthrown. After all the deaths of innocent people and the protests, will Gaddafi come to an end? Or will he be able to overcome all this and become the president of Libya again? This question remains, but we have to wait for the answer. This is Sejuti Sarkar signing off. Hope you have a good day today.